Tervetuloa takaisin. Seuraavaksi case nimeltä.
You have any plans for weekend Liberty?
Case nimeltä.
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty.
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen?
What
inspection.
is your
It had better
major
be exceptional if any of you want
malfunction?
Liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend Liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
Niin oli sanomassa, että tämän casein nimi on... Vittu, mä yritän taimata se hyvin, että se tulisi. Ja tämän casein nimi on... A Marriage Made in Heaven. Kyllähän se sieltä tuli, kun 20 000 kertaa sen koitti. Race Cafe. Male jää auton alle ja auto ajaa karkuun. Uskomaton meininki. On tässä mysteeriä taas kerrakseen.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
Hit and run victim. Hey Chief, can I get a raise?
Hey, I gave his wife
Chief, I need a raise. Miksi sä leijutat tuota kättäsi tuossa? Oletkohan nää jotenkin hullu? Arvaa saatko ajaa kuule Step Hans Brodanski. Voit kuule olla varma siitä, että saat ajaa. Minulla on huono pimeä näkö. Sinä saat ajaa.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Mutta joku on jäänyt auton alle ja kuskista ei ole tietoakaan, saatika autosta. Mitään muuta lähtötietoja ei oikeastaan olekaan. Pitkäänhän tuonne korvanakin rahaantuna tuossa, kun verjäljet liikkuu niin pitkälle. Täällä on hermostuneen oloinen Mimmi. Ukko, joka näyttää aivan vuoropäälliköltä, joka oli mennä erässä tehtaassa, jossa oli aikoinaan töissä. En nyt käytetä mitään nimiä kenestäkään, saatika tehtaasta Jesus. Ai, melkein lipsahti jo. Ei puhutas, nyt ei mennä muistoja aittaa sen pidemmäksi.
She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now we're gonna take a look around.
What was that? Hey, Karruthers.
You should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
Talk to me, talk to me.
Probably want to take a look, then we'll talk.
Okay.
Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Ei ainakaan kasvoissa. Muuta kuin verjälkiä, ehkä naarmuja. Kädessä ehkä laskeentumisesta asfaltille jälkiä. Verjälkiä, mahdollisesti omiaan. Toisessa kädessä sama homma. Lähes identtiset haavat mielenkiintoisesti. Ihan kuin olisin videopelissä. Taskussa paperia. California Fire and Life.
Madison has life insurance.
Källäkin joka ympyröisi ton summa ja kirjoittaisi what the fuck. Hän oli henkivakuutettu. Ja toisessa taskussa on lompakko, josta löytyy tietoa. 36 vuotta.
Notify next of kin.
Siinäpä ne kai tärkeimmät. Vähän rahaa, jotka laitan omaan taskuun. En laittanutkaan. No niin, karrut hers.
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Ja niin, että rinnan oli näpäissyt joku Mercedes-Benz-logo. Me ei koskaan jutella mistään. Saa aina vaan äksyilet mulle. Olisiko sulla röökiä heittää? Halo? Aika lähelle tuu. Terve vaan. No ei sitten. Ei väkisi. Varmaan Marsiankin autoon se lähtee menee. Where are you going, my man? Hey dude! Tuu tänne röökiä vetää. Ja me voidaan jutella. Come on man. Heitä nyt yksi rööki. Jutellaan jostain mukavasta. Ei puhuta työasioista. Seuraatko baseballia? Sitähän te amerikkalaiset seuraatte. Tai football. Ei meistä varmaan tuu ystäviä. Musta vähän tuntuu. Halo? Puhutaan me.
I'll have some prints ready for your report if you let me get on with this.
Vittu kaikki vaan äksyilee. Mikä vittu teitä vaivaa? Halo? No niin sitten.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Hyvät on skid marksit.
This blood is a long way from the body. The car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Tai sitten se vuosi jo etukäteen. Tintinti.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Niin näkyy tekemään. Mikäli väärin muistan, että täällä oli puukko täällä roskiksessa.
It's all yours, detective.
Jossain roskiksessa oli puukko, aivan varmasti on. Olihan tää. Tuossa pitää löytää semmonen hotspotti, en vain heiluta sitä tahallani.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit and run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
No, ei näin veristä.
Want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
Eikö täälläkin verta täällä? Täällä. No ei täällä, en tiedä. Noniin. Hyvä. Siellä on kato nife. Puukon löysin. Mitä oot siitä mieltä? Kato, kai se kävi laittamassa sinne. Kai sä jotain teet. Et sä niin turhaa ei oo, vois ehkä kuvitella. Vaikka pirun pahan tuolla tuulilla, mutta näköjään työssä tekee. Kato, tää kuva ja sai tarpeeksi. Älä mene minnekään. Elä, ei kun meidän piti jutella. Elekää mänkö. Elekää. Ei. Mennään. Vetään röökit kaikki yhdessä koossa. Step Hanskykin polttaa oikein 2 röökiä polttaa. Ei. Meistä voisi olla hyviä ystäviä. Saatana. Tuu helvettiin sieltä. Minä ajan. I'll take the vehicle. Hyvä Step Hansky. Always having my back. No ei meistä varmaan tullut sitten just. Haistakaa paska. No, jututellaan nyt sitten sinua.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Oh.
You're already at the window. You're nosy, aren't you, Miss Perry?
Do you want my help or don't you?
No se meni perseen.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the
En
license
osannut
plate?
lukea häntä ollenkaan.
Only the first 3 letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were 2 voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things look pretty difficult.
What
Wrap it
the
up,
fuck?
sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry.
Maybe
Your information
they
is
were
very helpful.
talking about the size of their
You
members.
really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
So this is why everybody comes to Ray's.
Täältähän löytyy tämmönen undercover poker-ringi täältä mestolta. Joo, puhelinta voisi käyttää, sitä varmaan kohta käytetään. Täällä on tää sama jätkä, joka oli siellä kadulla silloin aikaisemmin. Sinua emme vielä tunnista. Onko tää aseenkaupan omistaja täällä taas? On. Tää seuraa meitä joka saatanan paikkaan. Se on jokaisessa baarissa. Uskomaton meininki. Katsotaan mitä pahikset on tehneet sillä välin, kun Phelps täällä jututtaa mimmejä.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can unfortunately be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor.
Keep tracking them, yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
Being a patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be
Voiko addiktio olla illegal?
benefit to society at large.
Ei kyse niistä aineista, mitä he käyttävät. No oli miten oli. Aika jutella tämän miehen kanssa, joka näyttää ihan eräältä vuoropäälliköltä, joka minulla oli erässä työpaikassa.
How can I help, Detective?
Ilman noita viiksiä.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Paskaa
What was he
puhuu.
doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite
Pitää se
customers?
meni se mun mimmini perseelleen, niin tää nyt katsoo tarkkaan nämä, mitä näille kysyy ja sanoo.
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to
Valehteli,
leave?
kun kattelee
What is
ympärilleen.
going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Sais siellä puhuu.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Asia kunnossa. Nyt soitamme RNIlle ja kysymme, että miten vittua.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Old Bill Shelton.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Me pitää lähteä sinne Pattison residenssiinkö sitten. Pattison.
Careful where you're stepping.
Jaa.
I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
Eikö meillä jotain keskustelua ehtävänä ole?
We'll check in with you.
Okay. I'll get him onto a slab. Should have the report soon.
Thanks.
Heippa.
You can drive.
Käydään mennä sinne Pattison residenssiin. Nyt ekana ainakin. Jos ne kertaa oli tapelleet siellä ja sitten se owner of the bar lähti sitä mammaa sinne viemään. Varmaan meinas, että jos se naiden naksauttavat sitten vielä siellä, niin...
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Pahan oloinen akka.
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here, and
I beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson?
Ne naidan naksautti ennen kuin me tultiin tänne, saatana idiootti.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce.
Oli panemassa kun me tultiin, etkö ne ymmärrä perkele?
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you?
Enää muuta sano
I feel
sitten
almost
Hanski.
bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Oltais tultu 5 minuuttia aikaisemmin, niin no joo, ei puhuta mitään oltais nähty. Mennäänpä nyt eteenpäin, eipä jäädä taas muittojen aittoihin sen pidemmäksi aikaa. You ain't that slick, sister.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
What a
You were
bitch.
arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Oliko se teillä niinku yhteinen harrastus?
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Enää huono laijaria löydy Jim Carrey elokuvistakin. Kyllähän tää nyt se insuranssin letter oli oikea vastaus.
Premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit and run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo.
600 000 ei ole nykyrahassa yhtään mitään, mutta paha sanoa mitä se oli 80 vuotta sitten.
Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Olisiko se lähempänä jotain 100 tonnia, 200 tonnia, paha sanoa. Anteeksi, mutta minun pitää nyt vielä käyttää teidän puhelintanne ennen kuin voin poistua. Toivottavasti se ei häiritse teitä. Onhan se vähän ikävää, mutta minäpä otan yhden pikkupuhelun tästä vielä, kuule soitan.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads,
Call Phelps, I think you're dead.
Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks for your help.
Message from the coroner. Call Phelps, I think you're dead. This might all be a psychological dream you are having. I'm gonna describe you a rope. Hei, sinäpä kuule ajat.
You're behind the wheel.
Mehän voitais kertaa ekana katsoa tää Shelton Residence, kerta se aikaisemmin meille jo tuolta paljastui. Niin Käypä katsomassa.
It's a lucky break getting a partial ID. These cases are usually dead in the water after 24 hours if no one comes forward.
Why don't they just stop?
You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure. Never back your enemy into a corner. That kind of stuff.
Right. Well, in a hit and run, the perp is already in flight. It's easier to keep going. It takes a degree of moral courage to stop and accept responsibility.
You're not as dumb as you make yourself.
Joo. Peli oli sitä mieltä, että tätä paskaa ei kyllä kukaan eksa kunnan loppuun. Voi olla tottakin. Siinä on hattu siihen ihan mahdollista tähän autoon. Stephan's Öperadevski, vai mikä vittu sen nimi onkaan. Olimme koko yön stakeoutissa ja 7.43 mies astui ulos asunnostaan, lukitsi oven. Hänellä oli selkeästi kova kiire. Hän oli pakannut matkalaukut valmiiksi. Hänen autonsa oli yhä damage-kolarin jäljiltä.
William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Let's fuck him up.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Kova rattimies, ei pääse mihinkään.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
It's not as simple as you would think. Hood City of Los Angeleskin ottaa vähän damagea.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Don't let that asshole get away.
All right, I give up.
Hands behind your head.
We're done. Hands behind your head.
Sitä minäkin.
How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Ei oo helppoa hänelläkään. Varmaan katsi sai olla vähän rauhallisen.
So where you want to go?
Mennään nyt jututtaa sitä Rothorsia koroneria sinne, että mitä se on löytänyt kerta. Ja meidät sinne oli kutsunut. Ehkä hän on laittanut kahvipannun tulelle ja voimme viettää pienen kahvitauon siinä, kun minä ja Stephansky ollaan oltu kuule yöt asti töissä, niin kyllähän tässä jo kahvi maistuukin. Where is that coffee? Where is that coffee? Ainakaan täällä. Täällä on ainakin joku jalat kohti kattoa.
We could put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
He was stabbed to death.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife, length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness.
German man.
Let's bring her in.
Täällä voi vielä tutkia uudelleen näköjään evidenceä, mitä löytyy taskusta. Nämähän me kyllä jo tiedetäänkin, mutta... Ei muuta kai, me mennään sitten Pattison residenssiin takaisin ja koitetaan lyödä niille raudat käsivarsiin vaan.
Can you drive to this one? And where exactly are we going?
Mä varmaan pidättää ne saatana paskat. Open this door, LAPD!
Spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down,
Uh-oh.
Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Stephan ampui sitä apusta
All
otsaan.
that whispering in my ear, telling me how he had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up!
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him! Shoot him for God's sake!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hyvä, että se luoti ei tullut siitä naisesta pihalle, tai sulla olisi ollut sarket poliisien ampumisesta kanssa.
Stop or I will shoot.
Stop or I will shoot!
Pysähdy säätänä. Kyllä sinä saat nyt kaaskamperia, ei siitä muu auta.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder.
Voidaanko nyt puhua sitä
This is how a good
palkankorotuksesta?
detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth.
Palkankorotus,
Got
kiitos.
some sharp elbows on you.
Ai jaa.
I like
Anna,
that.
laita edes kalja.
Keep up the good work.
Kaljakin käy. Viskipaukku. No ei sitten. Semmoinen keissi oli se. Marieke Made in Heaven. Yksi questionssista meni päin persettä, mutta semmoista on se elämä. Ei aina ei osaa kysyä oikeita kysymyksiä. Seuraavassa keississä jatkuu taas tämä iloittelu, joten nähdään siellä. Kiitos kun olit seurassa. Ja vanhat läpät, että fuck off.